Welcome to Growing Energy. It's me, Nikki Energy. You can call me Energy. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I hope you stay a while. If you are returning, what's up? I just wanted to do a quick love reading for you guys today. I say quick, and it's probably going to be like 20 minutes, but let's just see where the energy is at, and let's get into this thing. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope everyone's feeling blessed and amazing. So let's do this quick collective reading. Let's do a collective love reading. What's going on with the collective for love? Okay. All right, well, we got something that came out, all right? Period. Pleasure. The pleasure card. I crave you. I taste you. I feel you. I will give you ecstasy. All right, so before we even go any further, right off the bat, we already know that this person, if you know this person or if they're coming in, this person definitely is attracted to you sexually. This person, it's almost like, you know, when you are intimate with somebody and you feel like it kind of changes your life. There's some people that you can forget, like, oh, okay, you know, I had an experience with that person, and then you move on and that's it. But this pleasure card, the way how her face looks, it's like, it's just sheer ecstasy. And, you know, it even says, I will give you ecstasy. She looks like she's in ecstasy. She looks like she is having the best completion of her life. Let me put this back. Like, look at the image here. She just looks like she's so happy. I want to be where you are, girl. She just looks like she's so happy and, well, you know, in the throes of passion. But the only thing is we need to just keep going to see if this relationship is only based on that or if there is more substance here to go with that pleasure. Because the pleasure is nice, but if there's only pleasure and that person stresses you out all the time, or, you know, like it's only pleasure, but you can't get them on the phone to communicate, like, you know, being intimate is easy, but conversation is hard. They never have time for the conversation. That's like when it becomes an issue. But for right now, let's, you know, we have pleasure, and let's see what else. Let's clarify this pleasure card, what this love reading is about for my collective. Let's see what this pleasure card is about. Let's clarify this. I'm only going to take one. Well, we have 2 3s. So what I'm seeing on the bottom of the deck is, all right. I'm seeing 2 things currently right now. With 3s, it's expansion, it's harmony, it's choosing a path for me, it's advancement. It's the 3 is also signifying the Empress card. So I think of birth. I think of the birth of something. And the card that I pulled out to clarify the pleasure card was the share the love card. And you see with the image here, like a lot of the green surrounding it. So this is a heart-centered card, right? And you see the heart in the middle of it. But what you also see with the heart is like it's breaking open. This was someone who didn't think it's like, you know, one of those people that kind of really good at this aspect of the relationship, but when it comes to actually opening up and sharing the love, it's like there's they felt like that there wasn't that much to give. So maybe this could be you or the other person within this dynamic or somebody coming in, but it's just feeling like there's not that much to give. And I feel like I have 2 3s here. This other 3 is a mental card, right? So on the bottom of the deck, we have sadness and isolation for this deck. And on the bottom of the deck on this side, we have dying love. So let me read to you what this says. It says, you are slowly slipping away. I have hurt you so much. You don't look at me the same. You are cold to the touch. With this sadness and isolation card, it has me feeling like, thinking of the the Empress card and growth. But because it would look as though this is a negative card, sadness and isolation. This is like something not growing. Maybe you were in a dynamic with someone where it was maybe a situationship, or the only thing that person seemed to be able to show up for was the intimacy, the sex, but not saying that there's no feelings here. I feel like there's an awakening of feelings, but the sadness and isolation has me feeling like this person isn't around you. Ooh, hate to say, this could be somebody from your past. Let me tell you something. I hate hearing that shit too, but this could be because sadness and isolation. Why are you sad? Why are you isolating yourself? Is it because you feel like there's not enough love to give? Is it that you spend so much time cultivating your physical body that your emotional one is suffering? But with the dying love, you slipping away, and I have hurt you so much, you don't even look at me the same. You're cold to the touch. This is someone who notices that the love that you have for them is slipping away. And it makes me feel like this is someone who's coming in after you've kind of had to heal or move on. I see roses in this picture, roses blossoming. I feel like that blossom is like transformation. So there was a transformation here of a dynamic where you guys had really great chemistry, but the love portion wasn't there. This person couldn't seem to commit to you emotionally. And it's like now it's like, here's my heart. I have this to give to you. Take this, right? But it's small. Yes, it's all they have to give. And in another situation where, okay, let's say this person just had issues with childhood trauma, and they never really experienced love in their life, which is not your fault. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. Someone shouldn't treat you in a horrible way because what they lacked as a child growing up. If you know you lack something, that means that you take it upon yourself to go to counseling and fix yourself, especially if you want to be a good counterpart to someone in a relationship. You go about change the right way. You learn from your mistakes, but if you haven't learned, how are you going to feel the repercussions of your actions, because sometimes people will mess up and not even understand how they messed up, why they messed up. Everyone else is suffering from what they've done wrong, but they don't even feel it. They don't see it. They don't feel it. But with this sadness and isolation, I feel like this is someone who kind of just recognized things a little too soon. With the images they have, there's one person on the bottom. I feel like it's just mentally, all they can focus on is how sad they are. Emotionally, with them being on the other side of things, it's like, you know what? I take that back. I'm seeing someone who presents to the world as if mentally they're on top of their game. It didn't bother me. I still have to go after my money. I'm working on this. I'm working on that. I got work. I have this. I have that. I have this. But emotionally, there's something that is breaking with inside of them because of the fact that it's like, I'm thinking of that song by Janet Jackson, Did It Over, but I think someone else sung it in like the 70s or the 80s. And it's like, on and I can't sing. Don't come for me. I cannot sing. But it goes on and on, we seem to go, that you don't know what you've got till it's gone. So like you don't know what you've got till it's gone. This is like a classic case of, you're now out of my life. You finally walked away. You were able to break yourself free from this passion, this, the physical aspect, because when it's good, honey. When it is good, it is good. But there's no love there. And maybe in the past you were okay with just it being physical, but you wanted more. And you presented yourself to them. You were even really seeing another card that I see on the bottom under this dying card was the patience card right here. And if we read the description, it says, I will wait to hold your hand. I will wait to taste your kiss. I feel like you waited on this person and you were so patient. That's, the patience card. It was like, they've never been loved the right way. The shit that we tell ourselves when there's someone that's emotionally unavailable, but we really like them because we feel a connection, but that connection that you felt could have been just the sex. But regardless of whatever, everybody's situation is different. I don't know who's watching, right? But wherever you fall within this, it's almost like, think to yourself about what the relationship dynamic was. Did you feel disrespected? Was it just they only had time for sex and they let you know I can't do more? Or was it they would lead you on or play like stupid games like they were still in high school or college or whatever the case is, making you feel bad about yourself? Well, no one can make you feel anything about yourself. You allow certain things and that ends up being the way you feel, right? So I'm saying that because I want to get into the habit of taking the power away from, you did this to me, or you made me feel, or you made me angry. The truth is, we can't control someone else. We can control ourselves. And I feel like that's a real powerful thing for you to learn through this dynamic is you can't make that person love you. You can't make them want to be with you. You can't make them see you more than just sex, no matter how much you show up, no matter how patient you are, no matter how much you overgave in love, thinking that them seeing you do that would mean they would open up this. Like, now they're opening this up, but is it too late? And look at the size of that heart. It's like, yeah, oh, this is all I have, but is it enough for you? Is it enough? One thing that I constantly tell people to look at, like anytime you're going back and forth with the relationships, and I think of it too myself, like I also tell myself this. If I'm in a dynamic with someone and I feel like there's ups and downs and there's a lot of shit going on within the relationship, sorry, I curse sometimes. There's a potty mouth. There's a lot of stuff going on with people sometimes, like, in relationship dynamics. Everything this person does to you, for you, ask yourself, is this the best that you can do? Think about it. If you feel bad after your interaction with this, the intimacy is great. Well, I'm going to say intimacy. I'll just say sex. I'm trying to refrain from saying it too much. I don't know if YouTube is going to get me. But the intimacy is great, but there is no real intimacy by way of a relationship, communication, just being around each other without sex. Like, is it only sex? Is that the best that you feel you can do? If this person is disrespectful towards you, do you feel like you deserve that? Because if you can look at someone who's not giving constant reassurance or communication or love, right? It's just one sided. It's just pleasure. It's just, they have no problem showing up when it's sex. But when it comes to actual feelings, it's like you can't get them. You can't get them on the same plane as you. It's like, do you feel like this is the best that you can get? Honestly, ask yourself that. And if the answer is no, then what are you doing to find better? That means, are you taking care of yourself more? What are you doing in terms of self-care that's helping you to advance within your love life so that you can start attracting people who want to stay? And speaking of love life and attracting, I just looked up out my window. The lighting is bad. Where my room is and everything, the lighting is bad. So even with it being daylight, like I shot videos yesterday and all you saw was like shadows and it was super dark. But even during the daylight, I'm still like having to worry about, it feeling a little dark on this side. But when I looked outside the window, which was right behind the camera, I saw 2 ladybugs. Now, I don't know when they did, but this is like the 3rd time. Ladybugs are a huge sign for me with like abundance, blessings, and like kind of good things coming in. So maybe seeing it right now is like letting you know that there is a change coming into your love life. It might not be with this person. If you choose to take this person back, only the dynamics of this relationship and what happened and what went on. But I see something positive coming. I don't know what ladybugs might mean for you, if it's good luck for you, if it's something that screams abundance or blessings. But for me, times in my life where I've had changes, like transition, I've seen ladybugs. And it just lets me know that there's something good on the horizon. So do with that information what you will. But let's keep going. Yeah, I just see like this person's like, I don't want to be without this person anymore. I'm sad without them. Here's my heart. Make sure they're not giving it to you like, here, this is what you wanted. So almost as a way to make it seem like they're doing you a favor. Don't settle for someone that, even if they come back, it's not always a braggable thing. Like, it's not always something like an ego boost when they come back, because sometimes they'll come back and still be disrespectful. Did they change? Forget what this person is saying to you. Do their actions align with it? I'm not responsible for both parties, right? Only one person is going to be watching this reading. But I want to make sure that if you're watching my channel, if you feel encouraged, you feel like you can be the best version of yourself. The reason why my channel is called, Growing Energy, is because we're growing. All the energy around you, we're balancing your chakras, we're doing the things that we need to do to get to the next level of life. And if you feel like you're doing that, if this person comes back around, is what they have to offer going to be good enough for you? Let's see what else is going on with this reading. Give me some more messages. Okay. Oh, okay. So we have someone trying to come back around to do a little courting. They want to take things seriously. This could be this person we're talking about, or somebody else actually stepping in to show you. Now, for those of you watching, this doesn't have to be a man. This could be someone who's actively showing you they want to be with you. So this could be a woman, this could be a man. This happens to be the card that came out. So don't get fixated on the man. Like, if you're a woman that only dates women, then this could be someone that's coming to woo you, or you taking time out to really be serious about somebody and show up for them. Like, let your actions align with what you say and how you feel about that person. Give me another card. Oh, man. What else is going on with this? Love, what can we expect? This reading. Yeah, I definitely feel the energy of holding back, because even the way the cards are kind of like not coming out. Yeah, there was obstacles here. I see the obstacles card that flipped over, but I feel like obstacles were coming forward with love. Like, ooh. There were a few obstacles here, but right now, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. So we have the courting man and soulmate. I feel like to get to this level 2 court, if this is the same person that's coming back in, right? We don't always want to say, like, I know in the beginning I was like, did this person appreciate you? Because for some of you, that's the dynamic. Did they appreciate you? Now we're seeing the courting man and the soulmate. It's like this person recognizing that there was a great connection there. And it's okay. We all make mistakes. As long as you're willing to admit to it, make amends for the things that you've done, anyone can have a comeback story. Okay? With this soulmate card, a relationship, great connection. If this person does come in, it's because there's a feeling there. There's a tether that you have there with this person. There is a connection, right? That's also why the sex was so amazing, because there's a reason this person is in your life. I say all the time with soulmate cards or with soulmates, they come into your life at different checkpoints. Maybe a soulmate might come into your life that will remind you of other soulmates. And if that's the case, it's because there's something that you're not learning from all those interactions. And then once you learn it, you'll start receiving different soulmates. Or maybe this is a soulmate that is someone on a vibration that you've never experienced before. And maybe that person is meant to open you up so that you can see different things, see things from different, like they're meant to challenge you in a good way to grow in love, because we can grow in our health, we can grow mentally, physically, spiritually, but emotionally there needs to be growth there also. Because if you're handling situations the same way you would handle them when you were in your teens, early 20s, if you're handling situations in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, the same way you would handle it when you were younger, then there's an issue there. Yet there's no progression there. There also has to be progression there. So there's possible progression here with someone that's like, I don't want to lose out on the things that mean the most to me. So now I'm going to not only speak about the things that, like, I'm going to put this ego and pride aside, right? This, I think I know everything, I think I'm high and mighty. I I just basically like this air of arrogance to a person. I'm going to put that aside. And I mean, this person still looks a little cocky. This person still looks a little cocky. This person looks like, they know they're attractive. They know you like them. But the thing is, and why I feel like at the bottom of the deck, the Ice Queen came out. The thing is, because this person knows that there is love there, because they know that there is pleasure there, and they really know how to get you, so to speak, sexually, you need to use discernment, and you need to decide if this person is here to truly love you, or if they're only here, and here we go, the past love on the bottom. So this is not new. This is someone who you've dealt with before. You have interactions with this person. You've been intimate with this person. But the Ice Queen is on the bottom of the deck, right? The Ice Queen is the Queen of Swords. This card was always described to me as a woman who's been through a divorce. So some of you could have gone through a divorce before. Not necessarily all of you. It doesn't have to be everyone. But this is someone who, when you look at the Queen of Swords card in the tarot deck, she is sitting on a throne. She has a sword of truth and communication standing upright. It's erect. It's standing next to her. It's not like it's too heavy. I look at those kind of images like she can handle it. She can handle speaking up for herself because, with this card, the reason why she becomes the Ice Queen or the Queen of Swords is because of the pain and the stuff that she's had to go through, the divorce she's had to go through, the separation, just the overall challenges that she's had to go through. So because of those challenges, she now has found her voice. And even on her crown, not in this card, but on her crown in the Queen of Swords card, there's butterflies. Butterflies to me always mean transformation. And with the Queen of Swords, to me, it's transforming from someone who didn't speak up for themselves to someone who's found their voice. But then not only found your voice, you're sitting in your power. And this person knows that they can't just come back to you with this little ass heart. They have to bring something else. Your job is to decide if you want it. Remember, going back to what I said earlier, is this the best that you feel like you can do? This is the best that you feel like you can do. I get it. Like, if you feel like this is it, the way he talks to me, the way she talks to me, the way they deal with me, the way, the attention they give me, that's the best that I can get. And if that's the case, if you feel like right now this is the best, then go for it. But make sure that you pay attention to any lessons that you have to learn, act accordingly. But if you feel like, no, I can do better. I've grown. I know my power now. The queens and kings of any court, right? Of any suit. If you look at the tarot cards, they're sitting on those chairs. They're not like the knights. The knights always look like they're charging into battle. They're going towards something. The pages look like they're trying to understand, like the page of wands is looking at the wand. The page of coins is holding the coin up, looking at the coin. The page of cups has that cup in its hand, looking at the cup. But they all have on, the garbs that they have on don't look like they're royalty, almost like they haven't found their power yet. They haven't gotten to a certain level of maturity yet. This is someone who's mature. This is someone who's been through stuff, been through toxic relationships, so they understand what real love is supposed to look like. And if you're going to approach someone that knows themselves, has power within themselves, won't settle for less, then you need to come correct. And I feel like this is what this person is understanding. I need to come correct. And if they don't, then you can get, it might not seem that way, you can get whoever you want because you're on this vibration now. So what this is saying is you will start attracting more quality, not quantity. And that's okay. Because I used to think when I was younger, this is ignorant me, if you are the type of person that's always going on dates, like you stop talking to one person, you start talking to another person, that means you're most attractive. That means that, you're most desirable. But sometimes that can mean that your self-esteem is low and you don't know when to heal. You don't know when to take a step back and say, I just need to worry about myself. I can't worry about anyone else. There's a lot going on. Like I'm constantly going through the same stuff. It's getting too much. But with the Queen of Swords card, the Ice Queen, this person has taken time to heal. Don't let anyone come into your life and mess that up, like throw you off your game. You've done so well for yourself. Let me see what else is. Right, so I'm not taking all these cards, right? I'm not taking all these cards, but I just want to make a little note of what I'm seeing. I see deception, I see lessons, and I see mirroring. So there was a time that if this person wouldn't talk to you, you probably went back and forth, didn't talk to this person, or you played games the same way they did. This person could be a definite lesson. The lesson that you had to learn was to find your power within this dynamic. And there was deception here, which I saw earlier. This person at the top acting like they have everything together. Mentally, they're better than everyone. They feel as though their communications, but they're very cocky. But down here is a person who is sad, who is, doesn't really have a lot going for them. So they project this image of power because they are not really sitting on this throne. They're not really at that place. So they have to pretend. They have to pretend to be. And then I saw the bottom of this deck, I just saw the alone card. Lonely, lost. So this person could feel alone right now. Make sure they're not coming in to emotionally dump on you, because if you were the type of person that was really sweet, made them feel comfortable, made them feel loved, that's great. But if they're not adding anything, they're just taking from you. You don't want anyone that's taking from you. You feel me? Okay, so what else is going on with this reading, this dynamic? Give me about more cards. Like, this person might see you as cold now, but you're not. Perception, red flags, illusion, perspective, see through your own false beliefs. Yeah. Like I said, you not feeling 100% about yourself caused you to choose somebody that wasn't really giving you that much. So it's like I said, your perception. Look at what is going on. Is this the best that you can do? What perception do you have about love and this person? And how does it correlate to yourself? How do you see yourself? Well, now I feel like you're seeing yourself as more powerful. And if you see yourself as more powerful, is this person on your level? Or is there someone else out there? You spend a lot more time, like I was saying earlier, I'm sorry, I have ADHD, so I can definitely go to different things. But having quantity isn't better than quality. Like, when you are constantly dating, that person always has a date, that's great, but do they take time out to heal from anything? You've had to take time out to heal. Now you can see things differently. Now you can look at different situations that you've had in the past and say, was this the best for me? Do I need better? And you know what card came out again? This deception card. And I'm going to take it. On the bottom of the deck, spring. Your love is blooming. What I feel like this card is saying is you yourself, your self-love, the love that you're putting out, the vibration that you're on, you're booming. You're doing what you have to do. You're looking good. You're feeling good. You're taking care of yourself. That's great. Beware of someone trying to come in. Make sure that this person isn't coming in giving you the same thing that they gave you before. Beware of the person that can't understand your end of things and where you're coming from. They only see their own side of things. Their perception of things is a lot different. It's, well, we had great sex, so that means that we're connected. They knew you liked them. They knew that you wanted to see them, and they kind of played off of that. I'm not saying this person's evil. I'm just saying that sometimes when someone likes you, and some people use that to their advantage, but you're not someone to be used. You know your power. Maybe in the past you might have had issues with self-worth or giving in more than you needed to, but right now we're not there anymore. You're on a different level. So what is this person bringing to you? Are they leading with their emotions now, but then after a while they're going to go right back to it just being only sex? Or is it, I care about you so much, but I'm just not ready for a relationship, but we can we can have sex, we can be intimate, we can, like that kind of relationship. I don't want you to see you walking back into that, because you deserve so much more. So use use I was gonna say common sense, not your common sense. That sounds rude. What you feel. What am I trying to say? Yeah. No. Discernment. I know big words. Use your discernment, sugar plum. Use your discernment. All right, let me get a couple of these. Right. Okay. And this fell on the courting man. I think this person is coming in right now looking for peace. They're like, please, I know things have been dead for a while. Look at this skull. I just see this skull. It's like, in the desert, this animal died and decayed, and there's nothing left but bones. There's nothing left here. Like, so this makes me feel like this thing has been over for a while. And this person's realizing, I don't want to do this without them. People can change, right? People can change, but use your discernment. This umbrella makes me feel like, when you catch rain falling down, it protects you from rain. But with it being closed, I feel like there's nothing that you need to be, like, use your discernment, but the communication is going to be different. You don't have to protect yourself from the communication. You don't have to fear the communication coming in from this person. Like, maybe in the past you didn't feel strong enough to deal with them, and that was to go back and forth with that person. Like, maybe they were meant more, they had the gift of gab, or they knew how to talk themselves out of a situation, or always kind of left you feeling like a little confused. But right now, there's no reason for you to put that guard up, because I feel like this person is going to come in like knowing that they have to kind of approach you in a certain way and be a little respectful when they do talk to you. So, have that ready to protect yourself, but just know you don't have to, just like right now, if that makes any sense. We have the heart with the arrow, red. So there is passion here. I feel like you hit the mark for them sexually. Sexually, you hit the mark. And there's a heart here, and where I place it down, it's pointing to the heart in the share the love card. It's a little heart. It's cute, but it's there. But once again, this deception card is here. So just make sure when this person comes back in, they're consistent, because we also have the laugh now, cry later. And that's about duality. So the two of you can be different personality types that just, it kind of works, right? But maybe when one of you is going like happy about the dynamic, the other person is sad. Like, this was never equal on both sides. Like, both of you weren't happy about it at the same time. I feel like you were always taking the sadness of it because it was never quite what you wanted. But with the deception card and with the perception card and the Ice Queen card, I'm asking you to just be on your P's and Q's, to pay attention to the way this person is acting, what things that they're saying, what they're doing, because you don't want it to feel like pleasure or excitement, like you're excited. Maybe you like this person a lot and you're excited that they came back. Wow, they came back, But you don't want to throw everything in without allowing yourself to kind of vet this person, see what type of time they're on, what type of energy they're on right now. You don't want to just dive straight in there. So take your time, because what if this courting and everything is a false mask? What if this heart is small because they really don't intend on giving you much? And this should not be a reflection of you as a person, because you're doing everything that you're supposed to do. You're healing yourself. You're sitting pretty. It's just this person might not be the best person for you, and that's okay. But just some people just don't grow up from that place where they think it's cute to use people. Some people glorify that shit, and it's not okay. So we have the mirror here. I would say two things. There are the first thing I got with the mirror is make sure that when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you like who you are within that relationship, or you like who you're becoming. Like, can you look yourself, like, is the things that you're doing with this person so shameful that you can't even look yourself in the mirror? Or do you know, can you go home every day saying, I did my best, I represented myself good? You know, don't let their inability to love or their actions cause you to be different or to act outside of yourself, because remember, you're queen now. And this is for the men out there, you're king, okay? You are sitting on your throne. This person doesn't have to chase anyone. Things come to them. Things come to them. And we have the heart here, but it has two skulls on it, right? Or it has two, yeah, not just the skulls, but it has two skeletons in an embrace. Is this dynamic dead and gone? Is there healing here? Will you grow old with this person? It all depends on how you handle things when they come back around. Because giving in too fast or doing the same things that you were doing before would lead to the same results. But if you tell someone, I don't accept that, first of all, it's hard, because if you accept someone back, especially if they're an asshole, they're going to already see it as though you're weaker, or you're still kind of on the same thing, or you haven't grown. But we can't help the fact that you have feelings for people sometimes, you know. Oh, and with the dying love and then seeing the two dead characters in this heart, I kind of feel like your feelings are slipping away for this person. Like, the love that they give you kind of speaks to the emptiness inside of you. Like, you feel empty. Your interactions with them don't fuel you. They take away and they make you feel kind of like dead inside. So just be careful. Oh, you know, let me pull one of these cards. Well, let me just pull a card to close out this reading. Knight of Swords. Here's somebody coming in fast with communication. Towards this, in the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. What I say about the queens, they sit on their throne. You can see this queen is sitting on her throne. She's holding this pentacle that she's cultivated for years. Like, you're working on your finances, you're working on getting your shit together. But you are also a very nurturing, kind, sweet person, and you're stable. Around you, this person feels like you'll bring structure to this person's life. But this is the energy they're also coming at you with. It's the Knight of Swords. So I kind of feel like where you're more structured, they're more all over the place. Like, they're charging in. They feel like they're ready for battle. Maybe they're trying to win your heart back, but we have a queen and we have a knight. The energy just doesn't mix up. They're not on the same level as you. So only you can decide if you want to deal with this. I suggest you do what's right for yourself, but put yourself first. Don't think about what they need, especially if there was someone who wasn't thinking about your feelings before. Put yourself first. I want to give an advice card. This is from the Jesse Jumanji's Flora and Fauna of Africa Oracle deck. I absolutely love this deck. So, all right, let me shuffle it first. Look at I just love it. Okay, so give me advice for the person watching this reading, people watching. All right. And the advice is, the card is persistence. It's the Arabian camel. And it says, be patient and persistent in your journey. You are on the right path. Be sure to care for yourself first so that you can care for others. Put yourself first, like I just said. Put yourself first, put yourself first, put yourself first, put yourself first. There's nothing wrong with that. Put yourself first. Chances are you've been giving away your goods, your pleasure, yourself, your body, everything to someone else. You're very nurturing. You've been giving that shit away for too long. Now it's time for you to persist in loving on yourself and focusing on yourself, because you need to stay in this energy. Okay. Like, share, comment, or subscribe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this long. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.